Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Yu Wing. You can call me Yu Win or Win, and I'm really happy to be with you here, wherever and whenever you have found this. And so I like to start each video with a practice. And so the practice that I want to share, I tend this tends to happen to me throughout the day when I'm working, when I'm sitting at a computer, when I'm driving. And so, one of the things that I have found to be helpful when I'm trying to find alignment and to help my body relax is I actually like to draw my shoulders towards my ears. And it's like super exaggerated, right? But then when I exhale, I like to allow my shoulders to pull farther away from my ears. And then I imagine that my shoulder blades in behind, they're trying to kiss each other. So I'm trying to move them closer inwards, like towards the center. And this helps me to expand and open up across my chest, and then it allows my shoulders to work, and then it allows this to stop so much. So if you ever find yourself trying to quote unquote relax your shoulders and it's difficult, exaggerate it by inhaling and just kind of like coming into a ball. And then on your exhale, allowing your shoulders to move farther away from your ears. And then imagine your shoulder blades trying to reach for each other or kiss each other. So, just notice how it feels in your body, trying to find a center so that you're not over stretching yourself, but you also are allowing for your opening. So, just something for your consideration. Thanks for being here. I am so curious because today has been such a fascinating day, and there are always so many things on my mind. And if you are just joining me for the first time, this is really a space for me to share and practice speaking my truth. It's connected to a behavior and a pattern of mine to play small, to hide. And, I was doing a workshop. I was in a workshop earlier today. Um, Thank you to my beautiful friend who hosted. I'm so excited. Can't wait for it to grow. And it's connected to this belief that other people's wants, needs, desires, thoughts are more important than mine. And so I am still trying, even though I'm feeling that I'm in this new era, right? So if there are any spaces, any situations, any relationships where you feel like you have to shrink or you have to hold back or you have to be invisible, I hope that you also allow in spaces, people, relationship situations, jobs, environments, communities that embrace who you are and can see who you are and can hold that, can hold you. And I wonder too if there are any things for you that we can practice holding space for, even if it's just a little bit more, or maybe it's 5 seconds longer than we might normally do so, right? I think being able to give that to ourselves, even in the tiniest amounts, can be healing. And there is there's an image that I saw on Instagram, and I'll link it here in the video notes. But she was talking about, when we experience trauma, when we experience a wound, healing isn't about how much time passes. Never really been someone who felt like that was helpful. But she was talking about how having new experiences that gives us different data. is what helps us to heal. So, for example, if I have data that says that my needs and my desires and my wants don't matter, right? Healing can't just be me waiting for it to go away or for it to pass, right? If I can find new relationships, new work, new jobs where my needs and my wants are welcomed, whether they can be met by other people or not, right? Um, that might start to heal and let me see, oh, there's new data that says that my needs do matter. Hmm. And that might start, us on a different path. So I'm sitting with that here today, and I'm hoping that in the face of whatever systems, challenges, situations, circumstances, conditions that you find yourself in, that you have and you believe that there is what you need to get through, to be who it is you want to be, who you want to become. Um, I know that there is privilege and space when we're talking about, being able to exist as who we are. And I I'd never say that someone who is not doing that, right, is doing something wrong. Really don't like the right or wrongness. But I think for myself and for my journey, I never considered it a possibility until more recently, right? And I think that's one of the things that I love about listening to tarot readers and channeled messages and um, different things about mindset is that it gives me a perspective that I don't default to. And so I'm not sort of subscribing to and writing down everything they're saying and like, oh, this didn't happen when they said it would, or this didn't happen, at all. I appreciate believing in something else that I wouldn't be able to believe in on my own. Right. And I realized this last year when I was trying to allow myself space to dream. I was like, oh, I can't think of any dreams for myself because I haven't allowed myself to do that. I haven't given myself permission. And I had a friend who had something that she wanted to do. And I was like, hey, it's okay if I borrow that dream because I haven't been able to expand and think of that possibility. And so she was like, yeah. And so we thought about it. It didn't sort of work out yet. It's somewhere in a list of mine to go to to Portugal. Um, but for me, I found that because of the limitations and the habits that I've had, exposing myself to other people and other possibilities has been one of the most exciting and nourishing things, even in the face of all the things that cause my system to feel anxious and scared and fearful and terrified. And so just offering, that idea in the case that for you, it's something that could be helpful. Um, Thank you so much for listening and holding space for me here. And I hope that if there's any way that, you know, I can support you, or if there is anything that you'd like to share, if anything resonates for you, feel free. Sometimes people share with me that they find my voice to be comforting. So maybe what I'm saying isn't something that you have space for consciously, but maybe it'll help you fall asleep. So, for your consideration, in the case that, you're curious about my channel or these videos that I share, but not quite sure what to do with them, maybe they'll help you fall asleep or take a nap. Or while you're working, maybe it'll just be nice to have someone kind of talking and thinking and wondering out loud while you do what you do. So, just for your consideration again. Okay, I'm going to let you go. And I just want to remind you. I hope you know, and if you don't yet, that you soon will come to believe that who you are, as you truly are, is so worthy and so deserving of unconditional love. I hope that you are well, that you're safe, you're healthy. I look forward to connecting next time. And until then, please take good care. Okay, bye bye.